What is up, everybody? This is Matthew Sitz with another episode of What's Up with yours truly, Matthew Sitz. And we got another special guest for you. Hey, what's new, huh? Folks, I'm really sorry. We tried to get Aubrey Plaza or Stephen Wright, but they weren't available. So we got the next best deadpan guest we could find. And guess what? That's none other than our very own sound and video supervisor, Josh McCammon. Josh, are you there?
I am there.
How you doing? Good to see you.
You know, I'm doing all right. Doing a little shelter-in-place action over here in my castle, my one-bedroom apartment. It's cozy. It's a little bit less room than I thought I would need for being at home all the time, but you know, it's reasonable. I'm able to survive. We got at least 2 rooms, so that's all I can hope for.
You know, aside from all the great stuff that you're doing with court behind the scenes, and of course, as we're planning for all these upcoming projects, how are you spending your time outside of work?
I've done some cocktail classes. That's a big hobby of mine. I teach classes for friends and friends of friends, doing like, you know, this is what you can make with the stuff that you already have at home or whatever it may be. So I've been keeping busy with that, doing a lot of the classic artist side hustle situation.
How did you get into theater, and more specifically sound and video design?
I started in theater as an actor, as most technicians, I think, begin with. They're sort of like, oh, this is fun. You know, I did it I was homeschooled, so I did a lot of homeschool theater. And then I moved up to like some community theater action. And throughout all of that, like, was really interested in sort of the musicals, so that got me into like sound in that way. In college, I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll try doing a little bit of the tech side too, because that was like the paid thing you could do at school. Is like if you were on the tech team, you could get paid whatever $7 an hour to hang lights. So like that, did some summer stock, and they were like, I was a production intern, which meant I just did whatever they wanted me to, which in one case was running a show. I ran sound for a show and fell in love with it, and was like, oh, I'm going to do this for a while.
Cool. Well, that's a little bit about Josh. We could keep going on. I mean, I geek out every time I talk to Josh. He's probably annoyed when I run into him in the back of the house, but I could do this for 3 hours with you.
Well, you know, I've got some time. I think I have a meeting at 2, so whatever.
Cool. Josh, are you ready for the game portion of our show?
Oh, absolutely. Bring it on.
All right. Folks, this is a game that we like to call Rapid Memory Fun Times Hooray. So I'm going to name a show that you worked on at court, and you have to share a memory about the sound and video of that show as quickly as possible.
Totally.
It could be something that you thought we nailed every night, or something that was tricky to do in tech, whatever the first thing that comes to your mind.
Great.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
So here, the first show that I have on the list is Oedipus Rex.
Ooh, Oedipus Rex. It was an hour, and the music was very fast and loud, and it was very fun.
I love it. Next show. Ooh, this might be the fastest game ever. King Hedley II.
King Hedley II, Chris Laporte made me buy a second subwoofer so we could do an incredible rainstorm at the end of scene 2, I think.
Oh, nice. And did it work every night?
Oh yeah. It sounded incredible. I played it by myself. Like I would be in the theater and just play that rainstorm by myself to listen to it because it sounded so cool.
Next show, The Adventures of Augie March.
We did some like crazy stuff with puppetry, and so there's a lot of like miking that had to go along with that. We also had manual cinema in, so we did all of this sort of rear projection shadow puppet stuff that was so cool, and I got to work with Drew Deere on that and coming up with the right projector lens and the right, you know, how do we move a projector on and off the stage, because we would obviously have a curtain part and you'd see the back of the stage, and we didn't want to see projector there, so like made a rolling cart and everything. It was awesome.
Nice. And last show for Colored Girls.
That was actually the first show I did at court, so that was video wise my first time like working with the particular projectors we have, and forgot that there was a auto power off function. So during first preview, we basically ran the whole show, and then I hear this terrifying beep beep right before the final like gorgeous rainbow montage. And I get on headset and I go, "Hey Aaron, we're not going to have projections for the end of the show." Because both the projectors just pew right before.
Oh my god.
That's what previews are for. But man, it was devastating. I was like, I'm getting fired. I'm out of here. It's been a fun, 3 weeks.
Oh man, it's how you bounce back, and obviously you bounced back beautifully. I didn't even notice, but I don't even know if I was in the house or not. But who knows? Nice. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So that was Josh, everybody, with rapid memory fun times. Hooray!
Hooray!
All right, Josh. Second game of our episode of our show is trivia time.
Ooh. Ah.
So, as Josh stated earlier, he's known as the Bearded Ginman on the side. Make sure you check him out on Instagram. He's actually helped us out a lot with our different cocktails, our signature cocktails for our lobby bar. And we're going to ask you some mixology trivia. Are you ready?
I hope so.
All right.
Here we go. Credibility.
All right. Some of these, these are all multiple choice, but I think you're going to be able to answer some of these without multiple choice. So if you need the multiple choice, let me know. All right, here we go. Josh, what's in a screwdriver?
A screwdriver is vodka and orange juice.
Second trivia question. What drink is closely associated with the running of the Kentucky Derby?
Oh my goodness. So that would be a milk julep.
Nice.
One of my favorite cocktails.
Yeah?
Yeah, I've always had a dream of going to the Kentucky Derby in like a nice seersucker suit and drinking a bunch of mint juleps. So.
Oh my gosh, yes. If you go, pack me in the suitcase. I want to come too.
Will do.
Which wine-based drink is named after a mayor of DIJON, France? Here, I'll give you the drinks.
Great.
Kerr, Louis, Spritzer, Deb.
Ooh, it's a spritzer.
Oh, folks, I'm sorry. That is incorrect, Josh.
Dang it. I've lost all my credibility.
No, not even. Are you kidding me? Not even close. You kidding me? I didn't even know what's in a screwdriver, so forget it. All right, so it used to be called Blanc Cassis, but is now named after Felix Kerr.
Nice.
And he was the mayor in 1876 to 1968.
That's a long run.
Yeah, Kerr was a pioneer of the twinning movement in the aftermath of the Second World War and popularized the drink by offering it at receptions to visiting delegations.
That sounds delicious.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Moving on. Which of these drinks is known as Tom Collins' girlfriend? I'll name them for you. Which of these drinks is known as Tom Collins' girlfriend? Peppermint Patty, Scarlett O'Hara, Brandy Alexander, Singapore Sling.
Well, I know it's not a Singapore Sling because that's like a more tiki style drink. A Tom Collins is like a nice bubbly gin drink. So I'm going to say it's probably that. What's that? Can you say this first two again?
Peppermint Patty, Scarlett O'Hara, Brandy Alexander, Singapore Sling.
Is it the Singapore Sling?
It is the Singapore Sling.
I was tricking
Josh.
you. Yeah, I definitely knew.
You did? Oh, see, I told you. I didn't even know. Did you really know Singapore Sling?
Oh, no, absolutely not. No,
okay. I was like, I know you like to be tricky sometimes. Tom Collins and the Singapore Slings often come with gin and lemon juice. They are both Collins drinks and are shaken. Fun fact.
That's pretty delicious.
Yeah. All right, folks. It's near the end of our show, of our episode. I got to work on that. And it's everybody's favorite game. It's the Wheel of Wonder.
Wheel of Wonder.
Oh, boy.
Josh, are you ready?
I'm so ready. I've been born ready.
I love it. Have you seen the show before?
I have not actually seen this part of it. I was watching earlier, and I did not get to the Wheel of Wonder yet. So
Okay. Well, here's what we do. We have a bunch of things in these envelopes, and whatever I'm going to spin the wheel behind me, and whatever it lands on, whatever's in that envelope, you have to do.
okay, great.
All right. You ready?
Yes. Come on, no money. Big money, no whammies.
We also have $1 million in one of them too that we'll give you.
Oh, fantastic.
All right. So it's that one right there. Also, I don't remember where I put what, so I literally have no clue what's in this either. We changed this yesterday. All right, so here we go. We're going to take it out. We're going to leave it in the camera. Oh, this one's the first one. This is called pantomime.
Uh-oh.
So here's how this works. Our producer, Brent, is going to side chat you an object
Great.
or a phrase or something, and I cannot see that. And then you have to get me to guess what you're pantomiming.
Oh, great. I have some experience with pantomime, so let's hope it goes well.
All right.
It's going to be a fun challenge.
Okay.
Here we go. I'm going to stand up, though, because it's important.
I love it.
Important to limber up.
Yeah. You need to stretch?
I think I'm okay. I'm going to just move my video a little bit. Okay. So.
All right, here we go. Is it a phrase? It's a drink. You're pouring something. You're washing your hands. You're doing the dishes. Yes.
That's it. Correct.
Nice. Well, that was fun. That's the end of our episode. And Josh, I can't thank you enough for joining us. Everything that you do, that you take from the designers and your own creativity at the theater is, I'm not joking, is awesome. It's amazing. Is it weird that I'm getting goosebumps? That's so weird. But I guess that means I mean it from the bottom of my heart, Josh. Love your work, especially when you help us out in front of house world with the lobby and everything else and the accessible performances. But Josh, can't thank you enough. And do you have anything to sign off and say to any of our viewers that are watching this?
Thank you, Matthew. I can't wait to be in the theater with all of you again soon. It's gonna be great. I'm so excited for everything that we got going on.
Yeah. We got some stuff that we're working on, and Josh is a huge part of that, and along with everybody in production. So stay tuned, and can't thank you enough. So Josh, thank you so much. And this is Matthew Sitz signing off with another episode of What's Up with Matthew Sitz and our video and sound supervisor, Josh McCammon. Thank you, everybody.